Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dread Delusion. What the hell is this game? Just look at the graphics. Look at this thing. You take one look at this game and you think that I'm not gonna get this game? It is very much a, sort of a Morrowind-esque, very, very, beautifully crafted, super duper awesome, effects and such. Sort of a PS1 aesthetic, Kingsfield-esque game. I know that's a lot of, very, mouth-mealy descriptors, but I think the best way to show you what Dread Delusion is just to play. So let's check it out. Reminds me of that furry stalker that you played. No, furry stalker. No, it's furry as fuck. The setting is permanent and cannot be changed during playthrough. Let's just do normal. I don't know how hard is.
The world was long ago broken, its surface cursed. You are a dweller of the sky realms, drifting islands that cradle the last of human civilization. Here, in the dank cell of an Inquisition ship, you ruminate on your past. Dreams of childhood slip through your mind.
All right, background.
Was your fate sealed? Even then?
What do we want to be, chat? We got Brawler. The idea of battle captivates you. It always has. You started by smashing sticks. Before long, you were clashing swords. There was never any question. You were a fighter through and through. Or we could be an urchin. Growing up, you were a nobody. Another malnourished child clogging the city. Without the street gang, you'd have died like the rest. They taught you to see what others didn't, to slip in where others couldn't. They taught you to survive. Lockpick? We gotta get some lockpick. Apprentice. As a child of remarkable promise from an unremarkable family, your parents sold you to a passing scholar. Your youth was spent copying tomes until your hands bled, but what you read, you did not forget. Or we could just be a noble, a child of noble birth. You were dining with foreign dignitaries before you could walk. You learned manners and etiquette, but more than anything, tenacity. For the glittering halls of Riova can be more cutthroat than the darkest of alleys. Increases your regen rate, governs the charm and barter skills. Mana and spellcasting seems like it would be good. Also, sneaking around and lockpicking, also really great. What do we think? What do we think, chat? Combat in the skills of attack and defense would be increased with Brawler. Stealth bow? Maybe. I mean, I like the idea of not having any lock unturned, so maybe we should do a stealth bow this time. Let's try it. Be the gremlin you want to be. All right, we'll be a
little street urchin, we will.
The body grew, the mind sharpened. For a while, you excelled.
Okay, so this is interesting. It takes us down the path that we chose already to a deeper level of what we could have been. So we were either hired muscle, you could take care of yourself, and were known for it. A slave cartel recruited you as muscle, and when they smuggled nefarious texts or illegal potions, you were there to make sure things didn't go south. And when they did, you cracked some skulls. Or it could be a thief. I'm just gonna skip ahead to the actual stats here. 20 plus lockpick. Increases the chance of successfully picking a lock or disarming a trap. Requires lockpicks which break on failure. I mean, I think we get the lockpicking. Knowledge of ancient truths allows interaction with concealed mechanisms to reveal hidden secrets with lore broker. A fixer gives you plus 20 charm, the ability to influence others through dialogue. Can reveal important information or resolve difficult encounters. We're gonna be a little goblin. We're gonna be a shitty little goblin.
Cracks showed. Your guard slipped. The mistake was grave. The Inquisition had your scent.
Ooh, okay, so what happened? Betrayed. In your line of business, you always kept your guard up, but sometimes it's not enough, or paranoid. As the years passed, your paranoia grew. You were always on the move, never stayed in the same bed twice. Turned out you were right, though. They really were hunting you. Outlaw caster. We could get some spell cast ability after all of the going deep. No. We need movement, speed, and jump. We're a little goblin. We're jumping around. Okay, so we're a shitty little goblin jumping around and jumping. Oh my god. Just look at this fucking game. Yeah. We are in for it. We are in for it now. Thanks for letting me out. Some gold lying around. Cool. Very cool. Very neat. Very cool. What the hell are you? Prisoner XV11, you have been marked for temporary release. The High Confessor will see you in the central chamber. Do not keep her waiting.
Why am I being released?
Only the High Confessor can answer that, but I calculate there's an 8 in 10 you will be granted the honor of a glorious and sanctifying death. Again, I am just picturing a shitty goblin child. Lanky and perhaps malnourished with various ulcers and sores. Not doing great, but
We could crack into any old safe you need, love. Any old safe we can handle it.
the device lurches on unstable legs, thick blood oozing from its seams with each shuddering movement. A woman's voice, hoarse and raspy, echoes from within the device.
Your service is required, prisoner XB11. That's not my name.
A cackle lapses into a sputter of coughs.
You forfeited the right to a name when you betrayed the apostolic union. A number is all you deserve.
Isn't that prisoner 17? Okay, we can call him 17. We can call him 17. I just want to say XB11 or XBII, I guess.
But I offer you the chance of penance, an opportunity to atone for your vulgar crimes. I am High Confessor of this Inquisition Combat Tribunal. We are tracking the most dangerous of criminals, and you will help us. What's in it for me?
She wheezes.
You should be glad of such a righteous opportunity to serve penance, but success could bring benefits, even your freedom. So, listen closely. Our target's whereabouts have been known for some time. A backwater archipelago on the very fringes of Union territory. Known as the Oneric Isles, these flying islands are a host to a manner of outcasts and miscreants. We arrived a few hours ago, but met with fierce resistance. Our target is in the Blinding Light Fortress, the last remaining holdout of the Dark Star mercenaries. For our quarry is their leader, the notorious Velaclos. Velaclos? What's this suicide? Not so. It is true that our agents have met with fierce resistance, but my drones calculate a 1 in 364 chance of success. It's entirely possible. Before you go, take this Inquisition journal.
A mechanical arm thrusts a peculiar device in your direction.
We'll keep track of your mission. My drones can offer you guidance. Closer to the Blinding Light, Inquisitor Ignavis can assist you further. Oh, and don't try to run. These flying islands are unstable, and many a fool has fallen to their death.
What are you? What are you? I'm gonna turn up the look sensitivity just a bit. That's much better. Way more better. Damaged doors can be broken with a weapon. There's a chest next to me. Pick up the sword, then press the inventory key to open your journal. Navigate to the equipment panel, equip the sword into one of your weapon slots, press the attack key to unholster the weapon. Though this is a meager task, I calculate there is a 1 in 20 chance you will somehow perish in the attempt. How could I die? How could I die? Swords are reliable all-rounder weapons, rewarding both speed and aggression. Chipped and corroded, this one has seen better days, and yet may see them again if some of the rust can be cleaned off. Equip. Sweet. Yes, very Kingsfield, because we have a floating weapon with no hand. And yet, here we are. Ammunition. An assortment of ammunition for ranged weapons, required to fire bows and the like. Sweet. Cool. We got it. We got it, sir. Bonk. Stores your health. This potion is brewed from the Eye of Pagath herb and hastens the body's restorative functions. It is prescribed by most doctors, one of the few treatments that does more good than harm. Holy shit. Here we fucking go. Oh, fell into a mana potion. Created from the Paradoxus herb, this potion stimulates the mind and increases the user's magical potency. It's become quite a habit for many university scholars. Cool. What the hell is that? So this is like a ship from the Inquisition. Wow. Just mental. What are you? What do we have here? Another wretched soul caught in the Inquisition's web, no doubt. Tell me, has your High Confessor sent you off to die?
Are you a ghost?
She smiles, gesturing at herself. Are you shocked by a little apparition? Her gentle laugh seems to echo around you. My, you won't get far if that's the case. She gazes into the distance. Well, stranger, you best watch yourself out there. Mark my words, something's brewing on these islands. The stage is set, the curtain's drawn, and the performance is set to bring the house down. She smirks at you. Something tells me you have your own role to play.
I just want to get treasures. I just want to get little shiny treasures, I do. Let me find a treasure. Like that.
Yeah, some sneakerets already. Little health potions off in the corner.
Oh, shiny. Oh boy, shiny.
There are a number of skills that determine your effectiveness at tasks. Some are active skills like lockpick or lore. Some are passive skills like defense and regen. Skill can be improved by increasing the delusion attribute that governs it, or with special equipment. Seems reasonable enough.
Oh boy, shiny. Shiny, 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 shiny.
You glimpsed a glimmer of delusion. Collect more for full delusion. There are 4 delusion attributes, like the fundamental attributes which govern your skills: might, wisdom, guile, and persona. To increase these attributes, you must find enough glimmers of delusion by exploring your completing quests. Glimmers of delusion. Well, heaven forbid we don't find delusions of grandeur.
Oh, look at the shinies in a little cave.
Derived from jitter seed, this potion imbues the user with unnatural energy. What the hell is this?
Die. Die!
It's broadcasting a hologram of scary faces. Okay, well, nothing to be done about it, I suppose. Other than to continue to hack and slash.
Pilfered. We're pilfering. Good.
All right, we need to come up with a name for our shitty little goblin character. What do we got? What do you think, Chad? Something good for the shitty little goblin. The road ahead is patrolled by Darkstar mercenaries. Strongly recommend sneaking through the mushrooms to avoid combat. It's not that I doubt your skills, Prisoner 17. I simply calculate a 3 in 5 chance you will die horribly. Remember, direct conflict is usually avoidable. Be on the lookout for ways to sneak past enemies.
Oh, I could sneak. I could sneak all day. You won't find anyone sneakier than me. You won't find it. You won't find them. You might look for them, you won't find them.
There we go. I hear him. Can I just have a peek over the edge here? Is it possible to hop up on these mushrooms here? No. We even spec'd into additional jumping. Whoa. The fire effect is wild down here. Glick, maybe? Glick's pretty good. The last sound that people make is your knife goes through their throat. Oh, that's good.
Oh, a throwing knife.
A well-balanced steel knife designed to be thrown. In Slevs, thieves and thugs like to coat the blade with jitter seed extract for an additional sting. How do we equip that? I would like to equip that. Here we go.
A throwing knife.
Sweet. So, how do I... 5? Q? Q holsters. The Inquisition Journal, it looks like a PDA. The device is a marriage of clockwork technology and magical cipher. Though its pages appear to be paper, the writing changes based on the user's intent. Fascinating. Okay. Wobbly 3D. 100%. Yeah, check that. Check all that shit. Give me that sweet, sweet wobbly 3D, dude. This game looks like frickin' it looks like Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Hold tap or press hold or tap or press left mouse button. Item is R. Okay. It's just you hit it and you use it. And it doesn't look like any chance to recover either. Oh shit. There's dudes running around.
Any secrets in there? Give me a secret. Oh, gotta be something.
I like Glick. I like Glick. That's pretty good.
Dick's got to find some shinies. You left some shinies for me. Snake underneath there. Keep looking away. Oh, little pig.
Uh-oh.
Ah! Don't mind me! You don't need to be like that. You need to be...
Oh, in the Diagra. Nice. Okay, perfect.
Just wanted you to grab a couple shinies. That's all I wanted.
Ooh, there's more goodies in here. Oh, shit.
I'm gonna throw a knife at you. Keep playing with me like this, I'm gonna throw a knife.
Alright, let's do it. Eat shit, asshole. Oh, God. Oh, the other one. Oh, no.
I regret everything I've ever done. There you go.
There we go.
Surely you don't want to chase me across the water?
Must have been the wind. Our agent is dying, but they may still be of use. You may have to charm them to gain their trust. The agent may take some convincing. You have been a prisoner for some time. I can no longer smell, but there is a high probability that you emit a foul stench. Success relies on your charm skill, which is derived from the persona attribute.
Are you one of the vocals?
He looks you up and down in disgust.
Look, leave me be. I've failed the Inquisition. I'd rather just die in peace.
I'll be to help.
I'll leave it to it! I'm in dialogue, you asshole! Ow! God! Is there a way to change the equipped item? These are the things that we need to know. Selection. Switch item Z. Boom. Drink. Nice. No, not! Stop! What a waste. What a waste.
Want me to help? Your Inquisitor has tasked me with capturing Velacolos.
He lets out a weary chuckle that breaks into a cough.
I recognize you now. You're one of the prisoners. Gods, the Inquisitor must be really desperate. You know you're gonna die, right? Those bastards wiped out the whole echelon. If you insist on this fool's errand, you might find some supplies in my crashed drop pod. Follow the river upstream and you should find it by the waterfall.
Already did. Already did.
Cool. That was easy enough. Pretty sure we followed the river upstream already. Anyway. Interesting. Ah. Look at all this loot. Look at all these goods. A shielding potion. Temporarily boosts armor. This potion floods the bloodstream with a simple spell that deflects attacks. Although it deflects hugs and handshakes all the same. That'd be a great prank. You slip that into like some business leader's tea or something as he's going for like an important meeting or something. Some doors can be unlocked with a lockpick. Oh, no problem. To progress, you must unlock this door. Okay. Okay. There's an art to disguising secrets through magical means. No problem. Boom. Lock successful. So it's just a dice roll. Interesting. But also all the more, feeling all the better that we spec'd into lockpicking. Secrets. Something has changed. Some doors can be opened via hidden mechanisms. These secret switches require high enough lore skill and a small amount of mana to unlock. The lore skill is governed by your wisdom. You may be able to further increase it using special equipment. Okay, that's definitely not a strong suit of Glix. So I think we might need some additional support through skills and such. Your current status is represented by 3 stats: health, mana, and stamina. Rest in the bed or drink a potion. What even are these? What are those? Why are there caves with weird hologram scary faces? Whoa, mama, what the fuck? What is going on up here? As you approach, the Inquisitor takes in a deep breath of air.
Do you smell that, prisoner 17?
Smoke of battle?
He sniffs exactly twice.
I suppose there's a hint of that. I was actually talking about mushroom spores.
He turns to you, a beaming smile across his face.
I've never seen this many mushrooms in my life. Such wide stalks, such healthy gills.
He takes in a long breath.
And, such potent spores! We have mushroom forests back home in London, but nothing like this.
He wags a finger at you while turning his gaze back at the mushrooms.
There's no 17. If you get back alive, remind me to get a batch of scry shroom tea for my wife. They make it here in the Oneric Isles, and I hear it's to die for.
Okay.
He slaps you on the shoulder.
That's damn good of you, prisoner. Where are my manners?
He holds out his hand in greeting.
Inquisitor Ignatius of the 12th Inquisitorial Tribunal. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
slap his hand. No. He shakes his hand firmly, but there's kind of a as Glick goes to shake his hand, there's kind of like kind of a goopy, like kind of slime about his hand. He grips your hand with an equal firmness. So you're in good company, prisoner. He points at the fortress ahead. What's the blinding light? The fortress of Velakalos, the leader of the Dark Star mercenaries. The High Confessor told me you'll be joining the assault. Not a moment too soon. We need all the help we can get. I've sent all my agents, but so far, none have reported back. We expected heavy fighting, but it seems those Dark Star ruffians are a tougher bunch than we gave them credit for. Your orders are to capture Vela alive. A tall order, I'll admit, but I think you're up to the job, prisoner. Is there any questions?
What if I want to practice my combat skills?
We establish a boot camp of sorts in here. Always make sure to remind my combat echelon of the fundamentals before a tricky mission. You'll find plenty of target dummies and tutorial signs below.
I'll need to know more about Vela in this mission.
He nods. Sure you have plenty of questions? What do you want to know?
Tell me about Vela in the Dark Stars.
Vela Kalos. Well, that's a name that'll make the hairs stand on end. She's the daughter of old Admiral Kalos of the Apostolic Union Navy. But instead of following in her father's footsteps, she founded the most accomplished mercenary band since the God War. Sure, she's currently the most wanted criminal in the Union, but you've got to hand it to her. For years, the Union itself relied on Vela and her Dark Stars to do the jobs the Navy were unwilling or unable to do themselves. He sighs. It's a pity she turned down such a dark path. In later years of the Dark Stars, their number of villainous deeds far exceeded the noble intent.
What of the Dark Stars villainy then?
Well, there was the Astral College heist in Bayonne, where they made off with the Artifice Star, among other priceless treasures. Then there was the sinking of the merchant freighter Popinjay and all those hostages slaughtered at the siege of Sarkolo. I could go on. In the end, they say she lost the plot, started yammering about some sort of heaven. The Inquisition ruled this was tantamount to cultism. Article CXII, claims of religious nature, and warranted her arrest. Of course, I think the polymaths over in Riova wanted her gone long before that. Got too big for her boots and finally had their warrant. Even Vela's own mercs got so riled up they mutinied against her. She's been hiding out there for years. The Inquisition finally got the go-ahead to make a move. So here we are.
Alright. Any way I could avoid bloodshed?
Ah, the sneaky sort. Well, you're in luck. My agents report there's a side entrance to the right of the fortress which leads into a maintenance tunnel of sort. I'm sure the Dark Stars have laid plenty of traps. Surely nothing you can't disarm with a deft hand, eh? Once you're inside, you could try to avoid detection by keeping to the walls. These God War forts have plenty of nooks and crannies, so just, keep quiet and stay out of sight, yes?
Alright.
Shmuel makes short work of those ruffians. When you're done, be sure to check in with me after the mission. I've taken quite an interest in these Oneric Isles of late. I'm sure I can fill you in with plenty of useful tidbits. Interesting. Alright, okay. So we kind of have our first mission here. This base camp was used as a staging ground by our Inquisition agents. It was highly useful for them to brush up on their skills. Recommend you use the training dummies to practice your swordplay and such. What the fuck is that? Crystal points will restore your mana. Use the home spell to return to the last crystal point visited. It will also appear at the last used crystal point when loading the game. Return home. Teleportation spell that transports the caster to the last crystal point touched. Though widely used by scholars, some still prefer to walk. They claim the chance of being incorrectly teleported off a cliff is not negligible. Always sort of a terror when it comes to teleportation. The one that really messes with me, though, with teleportation, is the potential that when you get teleported, your molecules are all being disassembled and rearranged. And the thought that I always have is that the disassembly would then kill you, and the reassembly would then be someone else. It's kind of the vibe I get. Your attack damage depends on your current stamina.
The lower the stamina, the less damage you'll do. Your maximum stamina depletes slowly over time. If it reaches half its original value, you become fatigued, temporarily reducing all stats. Maximum stamina can be restored by sleeping in a bed or using a stamina potion. Shit, we might want to sleep before we go on this mission, if we can find a bed. Glimmers of Delusion are obtained by gathering blue skulls or completing quests. Collect enough glimmers to gain a delusion point, which can be used to upgrade your attributes. Sick. Can we sleep in these tents? Because I do almost have half stamina, which would then be really unfortunate for our mission, for me to be exhausted. Yeah, awesome. Beds can be cheaply rented in inns. You may also find unattended beds throughout the world, but some are unsafe, and you'll be taking a chance resting in them. Let's sleep until nighttime. Yeah, nighttime. Hopefully this is night. Whoa, okay. It's not much different.
See that looming fortress? It struck fear into the hearts of many who are braver and stronger than you, stranger. It was made in the God War, so the apostatics named it the Blinding Light to ridicule the gods they planned to butcher. Ironic that it should fall into the hands of someone who's so blinded by ambition and zeal, for Vela has claimed it in pursuit of her own twisted heaven, and the Blinding Light now turns its guns toward the faithless souls who made it. Her spectral eyes glisten. Tell me, stranger, if a hated enemy stood between you and your most cherished ideal, would you strike them down? Would you have the arrogance to take a life in pursuit of your fantasy?
I would kill for my beliefs.
At least you're the honest sort, and you're hardly alone. The Sky Realms are stained with the blood of those who stood on the wrong side of history. Even the gods prove fallible in the end. Still, I fear in a world like this, such a heart will only see you dead in the gutter by the sword of someone far less scrupulous. Well, thank you for the moral lesson, Ghost, but I've got loot to loot. What the hell is that? Eye of Pageth. A flower shaped oddly like an eyeball. Can be used as an alchemy ingredient. Named after the legendary god Pageth, this herb is well known for its healing properties, and it is used in medicine across the Apostatic Union.
Even more coins. Who would just leave 2 coins in a box? Big old box, 2 coins. What were they doing here?
Okay, well maybe we can creep in through the side entrance like was said. Some dudes down here. Probably fall damage. There's not really any discernible view cones or alert statuses. So I think we're just kind of like rolling the dice, rolling up on people for the most part. But we'll see if we can be sneaky or not. The lift is not yet active. Is there a quick save? I don't think there's a save at all. I think it's just we're talking autosaves here. Alright, well, let's see how much damage this does. Not much. Okay. Alright, little bit of strategery here. Can't climb up the tree, even though it kind of looks like there's a climbable surface. Hup. This might hurt. Oh. Didn't take any damage. Nice. Very nice. Paradoxius. An impossible flower that seems to shift between different shapes. Can be used as an alchemy ingredient. This herb seems to defy the very principles of reality and often appears differently depending on how it's observed. Interesting.
Right. Just gotta get a little bit of a little bit of loot. Don't mind me. Little bit of loot for Glick. So little bit of loot for Glick. Don't need to mind me. Don't need to pay any attention to old Glick. Nope. 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 Alright. We're just gonna go around here.
And then we're gonna get up and run! Open! It's not opening! Shit. Oh, okay, I see the max stamina now. Okay, 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 that's good to know. It's good to know. Well, it doesn't seem like there's an entrance on this side. There's definitely a lift, but I have been told that there is another entrance on the far side. Damn fine tea. Ah, Twin Peaks. Love it. There's a stairwell on the side that may require less bloodshed. That sounds damn fine to me. If you wish to indulge him, you should head to Pywell Village and attempt to buy some Scryshroom tea. Okay. That was good. We can do that. Oh, no problem. Uh-oh. Hey, Garrett! Garrett, it's super good to see you. How you been? Been out there raiding some Ark? Oh, you've been hunting, huh? Very cool, very cool. How the heck are you? Doing well? Playing weird games. As you do. What's going on, Garrett? How you doing? We are role-playing as a little goblin by the name of Glick, who is on the hunt for various loots. What a flower. That is super weird. But I do see treasure! A jitter seed. Potent seed that vibrates in one's hand. Can be used as an alchemy ingredient. Volatile nature of this herb makes it ideal for restorative potions and poisons alike, so it's prized by criminal gangs. I've been dealing with that frustrating anemia issue, so that's been frustrating. Other than that, I'm great. A goblin or a Norgman? That's a good question. Probably a Norgman. After coating your equipment with this noxious substance, all attacks will poison enemies for a limited time. Sick. This item needs to grow back. Okay, can do. What the hell is this? So it looks like these are some of the Inquisition's tools that they were using for pushing this castle. But the Inquisition has suffered some casualties. Ah, so I need to climb up there. But before we do that, what if we explore over here? What is this little village over here?
What secrets are in this little village?
Nobody ever expects the Spanish Inquisition. It's true, they don't. Ah. A fighter! Hold on one sec. Let me put a poison on my blade. You wanna go? We can go! Just let me poison my blade. I guess I poisoned the blade and didn't just drink it, hopefully. Aha! Don't drink a potion, no! Not a lot. You just full healed. You son of a bitch. Only I'm allowed to heal in combat. Don't you know the rules? Okay, we have a little more poison. That definitely does not last for very long. Okay, good to know. Hey, we got a 2. That's all we need. You embraced a delusion. Iron ore. A decent quality ore that can be used to upgrade rusty weapons. Most of the Isle's mines were abandoned after the God War, but the ore remains there for the taking. Yuck. Yuck. Iron or what? Iron or steel. Paradoxius. Oh god. I might have stumbled into a bit of a pickle here. I'm just gonna run past you. Not even that fast. Yoink. All right then. Goodbye. Or bronze or copper or unobtainium. God. So, are you finishing? You're working on that that Mistborn. Are you finishing it today? Do you think? Or have you already? All right. They stopped following me. Good. Good. Because I've got loot to get. I'll try to. You gotta let me know what you think at the end, without spoiling. For everybody else, just let me know what you personally think.
There's a little bit of sneaking. Nothing to see here. It's a little goblin. Just a wee little goblin.
Nope. I can already tell you pretty definitively, I think books 2 and 3 have been pretty awful. I am also not that big of a fan. Book 1 is great. Book 1 is fucking phenomenal.
Alright, you sneak past this guy, you never know. Just a sneaky little blighter.
Okay, just gotta keep an eye out for traps. No problem. Just disarm them. We've got the skills for that. I like how they're all like really big and really chonky. So, not a problem for us. I'm gonna make sure all of these are disabled. Does this use up a lockpick? It does not. Because it's not breaking the lockpick. I want to read more this year. That's a great goal. Ah. Okay, well, we were bound to lose a lockpick at some point. We were doing so good. Ooh, what's down here? Oh, okay, a lot of guards and some dead Inquisition. Got it. Door's barred from the other side.
Oh, just a little place for me to sneak through.
I like to think, by the way, in my headcanon, this is Glick's actual height. This is actually how tall he is. This is him standing on his tiptoes. So he's just gonna like, like the whole time he's actually standing up like this. Increase your attributes in the journal. Let's do it. Movement speed and jump height. That's why we're able to outrun all the guys. It's because our agility is insane. Our agility is like incredibly high out the gate. Okay, so that tracks. Okay, let's what should we bump up? Probably Persona. Have a little bit better charm. Because it'd be nice to have some situations that we can talk our way out of. Although, I love the idea of finding and using additional, like, hidden passages and secret doors and stuff. What do we think, chat? Hidden passages and secret doors? Or convincing people? Hidden passages and secret doors and spellcasting? Or convincing people. While you guys think about that, I will go. Sneakrit. Embrace your first delusion. All right, we're going a little bit into magic now. I guess we discovered just a little bit of magical aptitude. This is so... what a cool environment here. An assortment of maps, notes, and diagrams clutter the table, detailing the planned exploits of the Darkstar mercenaries. One in particular catches your eye, an expedition to the cursed Underlands, far below the Sky Realms.
Why would you want to go to the Underlands? They're cursed.
You recognize these old machines from the God War relics. Inoperable and mostly useless. Such strange contraptions are rarely seen outside the Clockwork Kingdom these days. Door's barred from the other side. Okay, we only got really one way to go. Oh, we can sleep. Do we need to? Not necessarily. Making our way downtown. It's interesting that we can't, like, quick save. There's no saves coming here. Only sneaking. You either sneak well or die. This lift is not active. Activate. There we go! Now is it active? Are you happy now? Take me away. This secret place. Great escape. Where are you going, prisoner 17? Are you attempting to run from your duty? No, it's okay. It's fine. What are you doing here and not being killed by guards? Huh? 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 Think you're so cool. Why does it keep saving? Just one peek. Yeah.
He's got to sneak through. That's easier said than done, but it is doable. Ooh, little bit of coins to be offered.
Nice, 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 nice. This game is fucking crazy looking. Looks like an interesting landmark. What in particular are we referring to when we say an interesting landmark? I have not found any map charts. Okay. Well, something looked interesting enough to note. Or mention, at least.
You don't know. You don't know anything about me.
Nice, nice, nice. Just a sneaky little sneak thief. What the hell is that floating thing? Is that ore? What am I looking at here? Sure is. Okay. Duly noted, duly noted. The weird, like, mechanical noises in the background are wild. A lot of dead Inquisition.
Kinda shitty walls. Really, really, really shitty walls. Love me some shitty walls, I do. More shit to pilfer.
Yoink. Okay. Alright. Okay. I'm like trying not to sprint too much because I don't want to fatigue ourselves. It's an interesting mechanic to try to balance. Doors barred from the other side. A lot of barred doors, huh? Okay, what's up here?
Coins.
Locked door. Ah, shit. Aha! Got it. Is that a dude up there? Just a lot of dead Inquisition. Lot of dead. Hopefully this does something useful. This cutter needs to be repaired. What do you mean? How does one repair a cutter? What is a cutter? We're gonna need additional context and information. Oh, video game. Oh, it's like it's a ship. Huh. Okay. Got some ammunition. Would love to have a bow. The lift is not yet active. The lift is not yet active. What kind of a shitty place just has a broken lift in the middle of it, huh? This is a base in operation. Oh, there's our quarry. So before we do that, that does appear to be the person we're meant to kill. I would love to go downstairs and get some more loot. It may be another poison. Kind of feeling a little naked without a poison. I guess we're gonna have to take a shielding potion. I don't think our guile is gonna be high enough to do any New Vegas-esque convincing of her to off herself or something. Oh, look at that. She's like poised. She's poised for a dramatic monologue and then to fly away. Oh boy, here we go. Velikalos stands with gravitas, her voice piercing from the clatter of the ship. You notice blood seeps from her armor. She's wounded, but hides it well. Loose the sails! And why is the anti-grav engine not running? Suddenly you catch her eye. What's this? A straggler? Darkstar Company greets you. My apologies, but you've caught us at a rather inopportune moment.
Velikalos, I've come to apprehend you in the name of the Inquisition.
She throws her head back and laughs. Oh, that's good. You've come to apprehend me. You look like you need a meal and a lie down. I don't think you're in a state to approach a silk slug. Those Inquisition dogs must be really desperate, huh? Still, can't tarry here. Events are in motion that can't be stopped. Prepare yourself, straggler. Great deeds are afoot. Deeds that will bring the apostatic union's tyranny to an end, and that will usher in a new age of heaven. And with that, we must take our leave. It's been a pleasure, but I doubt we'll meet again. I knew it! I knew it! She'd monologue and fly away, you bitch! Fortress needs repairing before that will work. Damn. Well, bye. I'll find you! Well, you should return to the High Confessor and seek penance. You failed to apprehend her as per your deal with the Inquisition. Damn. Oh, they took over the base. Oh, it's you. The High Confessor wants to speak with you up on the platform. He mutters under his breath, what she sees in a wretched prisoner is beyond me. You catch a beaming smile behind the agent's visor.
Ah, so you're the one who squared up to Vela.
To think we had talked to you in a cell. The agent chuckles. You really showed us how it's done. Anyway, I think the High Confessor wants to see you. I wouldn't keep her waiting. Oh God, is that her in there? Yikes. The High Confessor is giving orders to the agents around her, pointing with her mechanical limbs and shouting between bouts of coughing. Eventually, she notices you.
Oh, prisoner. 17, wasn't it? Our drones have been tracking you. It seems that fella has escaped. I played your little game. Will you set me free?
The device shifts ominously toward you.
Need I remind you, prisoner, that your sentence remains unfulfilled?
That's a hard one.
We must ascertain where Vela has fled to. Luckily for us, I know just who we can ask.
She laughs to herself, but this turns into a pained series of retches. After a moment, you think she may have vomited.
Excuse me. The Uneric Isles are home to a number of former Darkstar mercenaries. My superiors would rather I executed them, but she is silent.
She is silent a moment.
They are of more use to us alive. If anyone knows where Vela went, they will. I would start with Jack Bursalt, a former Navy captain turned sellsword. We have already contacted him and arranged a meeting. You will find him at the Wobbly Noggin pub in Hallowtown, in the center of the Uneric Isles. Basalt has promised to direct us toward his comrades in exchange for the polymath's pardon. He can help you find the others. Why me? For your agents? The Dark Stars are deeply mistrustful of the Inquisition. You could say we've had a few run-ins in the past. It's one of our newest and most amenable operatives. You may have better luck than another of my agents. Which way is it to Hallowtown? Follow the road south through the village of Quill and across the gate bridge. There, that should get you to Hallowshire. You will need to acquire an Apostatic Union passport to cross the bridge. I wish I could rent you one myself, but we are undersupplied. Perhaps the village in Quill could help you. Got it? Good. And be careful. These islands are on the fringe of Apostatic Union territory. There may be worshippers or even minor gods who have fled the Union's purges and tucked away here. The only assuredly faithless place is Hallowtown. And beyond Hallowshire's borders, there is ground even Union boots wouldn't tread on. To the east, the Clockwork Kingdom is in full-blown crisis. But the people of the Endless Realm to the west are cursed to never die. My tribunal will establish command posts in the fortress. The blinding light. Return here to recuperate if you wish. Oh, and one more thing. From now on, you'll be known as Confessor 17. This doesn't change your crimes or your sentence, but it sounds a little better than prisoner. Hey. Okay, I'll be going. Farewell, Confessor.
Wild. Okay. I am all in. Look at this shit. The rhythmic banging is hypnotic. I'm hoping to get away from that. Maybe stepping away from the, yeah, there we go. It's getting a little quieter, getting away from the, no? Maybe not. What the fuck? This game is crazy. Alright. Cool.
Get a little bit of loot. Open the door. Get on the floor. Everybody walk the dinosaur.
More throwing knives. Let's go. What am I... This contraption requires a key. Okay. Oh, that's... Oh, this is the way to get onto the other side. Okay.
Listen, you wanna go? I've got throwing knives. I'm only kinda afraid to use them.
Damn. Takes 4 knives to kill a guy. Got it. Cool. A little bit of a checkpoint unlocked. Whoa. Jeez. So that's the cursed lands down there, it looks like. Oh boy. Sure. You know what? You wanna go?
I've been sneaking around too long. I'm gonna have a tussle.
Oh, he's got his shield out. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Get him staggered a little bit. I'm gonna just try to avoid this one. I think we can just bob and weave.
I've got places to be. I don't need to fight you.
Hello. We're cool? The Dark Star mercenary languishes, an ale in one hand. She barely registers your presence. So you're with the Inquisition, or some petty thief come to pick our corpses?
Oh, I'll just pass it through. I've no quarrel. Just looking for little bits and shiny things.
Damn straight. Any funny business and I'll lop off your head. She swings an arm in a vague gesture, spilling her ale in the process.
If you don't care for Vela, let me use the storeroom below.
It's true I've no love for Vela, but it's another thing to betray the Dark Star Company. They're still my brethren.
What can you tell me about Vela Klaus?
She squints at you, her head swaying for the booze. You can keep a secret, right? She leads the Dark Star mercenaries, so I'm supposed to tip my hat and call her boss. But between you and me, she's gonna get us all killed. Maybe already has. She speaks of mad prophecies, breaking reality itself, and makes some sort of deathless heaven. Nonsense in life. There's a lot of it.
Let me use the storeroom.
Needed 10. Ooh! Ooh! Might be able to, reform. Aw, okay. I need 3. 3, and I have 2. 3 iron to reforge the sword, and I have 2. I wonder if I could just kill her and take the key to the storeroom. Is there even anything good down there? I mean, yeah, there's a treasure chest. You know? Did I just spend a couple hours working on an avatar for VR chat? Yes. Was it worth it? Probably. Probably, definitely. Whoa. It's weird not to have the rhythmic banging in the background. Hey, thanks for the loot, Inquisitor. Inquisition. Well, welcome, Kuvro, to Dread Delusion.
I'll try and get my stab on. Just a little poke. Just a little glick.
Yikes.
I regret. It's alright, he's dead though.
Cool. What the hell is that? Okay. Ooh, don't like that. Don't like that. I didn't like the other thing that we fought either. But, don't like that either. This is really a wild game in a really alien world. That's why I was saying it kind of reminds me of Morrowind. Not just because of all the giant mushrooms, but because it reminds me of a world like as alien as some of the places in Morrowind. I would love for whatever that is to go back that way, so I could jump down here. Yeah, here we go. First time going to Blackreach was so special. I know. That's what I'm saying.
Just a little bit of loot. Or you go and float your merry way that way. I've got loot to loot.
I think we made the right call by going sneaky bow. Just need to find a boat. That's the big thing. Ooh, your lore skill's too low. What the fuck? What do you want it to be? What do you want it to be? What the fuck is our lore skill? 10? How much do you want? How much do you want? It should be plenty. Where's that monster? Oh, he coming. Oh, Lord. Dropping down. Dropping it like it's hot. really cool, like, machinery, technology. A lot of love in this game. A lot of love. Cool. Let's try exploring around during the day. And see about following the road south. Although I don't really know what south is. So that might prove to be a bit of a problem. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure we can find our way. There was, like, that whole big area behind the castle is probably the place we gotta go. So let's just go that way. Very Dark Souls shortcut here. Yeah. This game is mental. Mental! Interesting. So a book in there. Okay. Well, I guess we'll definitely need to come back when we have a bit more, what the fuck is even that?
Don't really want to tango with that. I think I just want to climb up here.
What? Okay, it's just... I mean, the plants and everything just look so wild that it's hard to not recognize them as being... Oh, God. What? That's so big. A truth potion. Dispels illusions and reveals the truth of things. The Union has banned the use of this potion for it interferes with many of their officially sanctioned spells. These mushrooms are loud. Can you imagine being on mushrooms and playing this game? Why is there such a giant monster over there? Huh. Yeah, let's drop down. Nothing behind the waterfall, huh? Well, you got something underneath the, got something under the bridge, so I guess we got that going for us, at least. I mean, what even looks like south here? I don't know. What is south? There's a little camp. Check that out. Oh, there's somebody in there. Hello?
Oh my, what's all the commotion over yonder? I appear to be quite lost.
About a map of these Oniric Isles back in Ryova, but it seems to be decades out of date. It's the trouble with these fridge islands. Every few decades, they've floated into different positions. Take my advice, traveler. If you're looking to explore, make sure you find an accurate map.
You know where I can find a map?
Well, I noticed the Erudite Academy is flying over Halshire, to the south of here. Can you see it up there in the sky? It travels all over the Apostatic Union, so I've heard. Met one of their scholars in a red tent in the forest underneath Quill Village, though I've seen them in other places too. Believe it or not, they're working on a map of the region right now. If only it's not quite ready. Still, I try asking them. It's worth a shot, huh?
Where are you trying to get to?
Trying to get to the Endless Realm. It's said to be a place where people never die, even though the flesh peels from their bones. As a boy, my mother would scare me with tales of the Cadaver Crusades, when the Endless would hunt the living and feast on their still warm bodies. It would scare me witless, but I always dreamed of going there someday. They have it on good authority they reform their ways. They only eat non-sentient meat, and are on good terms with the Apostatic Union. So I said to myself, what do I have to lose? Well, I suppose they could still eat me. Why do you want to go there? Why do we want to hang out with a bunch of flesh-eating zombie men? Are you like Tina from Bob's Burg? Do you have a fetish?
It's okay if you do. I won't judge.
Much? Still need a bow. Finding a bunch of ammunition. Not a lot of bow. What is that? Why am I unlocking it? Maybe we don't want to unlock that. How bad could it be? Death's Veil. A legendary mushroom with potent alchemical potential. If a traveler becomes cursed in the Underlands, their corpse may become host to this fungi. It's said the properties of this herb can change based on the personality of the deceased host. An elixir of restoration. This elixir was long used by Wiccan cults, but is banned in the apothecaries of the Apostatic Union for its illegal ingredients. Huge. Huge! What are you doing, Mr. Flying Scythe Man? Stay away from us. You freak! You beast! You freak beast! Hey, yo, Kane. Thank you so much for hanging out, man. Hope your evening's been well. You've been up to shenanigans. Hammer-based shenanigans, maybe? I don't know. Looks like we can do a fair amount of avoidance of these nasties, which is nice. Man, this game is so wild. Ooh, I want to get that eyeball plant. It was hiding behind the rock, you sneak. Oh, I do want to get the, okay, so who's floating above what place? Without a map, I can't even tell what's north and south and east and west. Is that the floating island? I mean, obviously that is a floating island, but is it what's floating above Hallishire? I love just these veins of magical energy flowing through the sky. A potent realm crackling with energy. This looks very city-esque. The youth stares at you with caution, wide eyes lodged in a gaunt face. Oh! A newcomer! Oh, welcome to Will Village. My name's Lud. Were you, involved in all that commotion over at the old fort?
I'm just passing through. I won't cause you any trouble.
The boy's shoulders slacken and he looks genuinely relieved. Oh, okay. I can tell you a little bit about our town if you like. It's just a humble village. He swallows. Have you heard of Scroshroom? It's a mushroom that shows you the future. We grow and sell it. Only, things aren't going so well lately. People are worried.
What's going wrong exactly?
Well, the crop yield is bad. Each year we've been growing less Scroshroom. He scratches his head. People are getting worried. He looks around and leans in closer. For some people are considering the old ways. His eyes are practically bulging. You know, consorting with Wiccans and gods.
So what?
Well, we're part of the Apostatic Union, see? So God worship is very illegal, he gulps. Anyway, the local Waymaster Colwich has gotten pretty spooked by it all. He's weighing everyone who comes by just to make sure they're not a Wiccan. But my mother, Olwyn, she's the mayor, by the way, she doesn't seem too bothered by it all. She's, much too worried about something else. I heard her mumbling about some sort of monster lately. He blinks. Oh, sorry. I tend to waffle, don't I? Is there anything else you'd like to know?
I gotta get going, kid.
No, of course. Bye. I like him. He's great. What are all these big yellow shrooms? What are you doing over here? The farmhand sits aimlessly, watching the mushrooms.
Busy day?
You startle the farmhand.
I mean, it wasn't slacking off. Oh, no, it's just there ain't much to do around here lately on account of the poor shroom Yale. Each year the harvests get cleaner and leaner. The wind says it'll be fine, but I don't even think he believes it. Last time I took Scrosh room, I saw a vision of Quill, Baron and Bear. The house is all ruined. Honestly, unless we do something, this town's not got much of a future, I reckon. I'll leave you to it.
He returns to staring at the mushrooms. That's crazy. Just taking some tea and seeing the future. The only future I see when I drink tea is having to go pee. But, you know, I mean, that's a form of seeing the future, I suppose, so there's that. This monster over here is freaking me out. We all need to do something about this. I'm screaming internally. This is not okay. The woman casts you an indifferent gaze. Greetings, traveler. Welcome to the pool port of the Winged Merchants Guild. I'm the local harbor master. Can I help you?
How can I get my own airship?
She smirks. What, you think we just hand them out to bright-eyed travelers? It takes a lot of coin to buy a sailing vessel, you know. Most Union merchants have shares of the ships they use. Plus, even if you had a bulging coin purse under those fine garments you're wearing, these days you need a writ of permission from the Riovan Port Authority. And trust me, you're not going to find one of those laying around here in the sticks.
What does the guild do here in Quill?
She takes a sharp intake of breath, as if the question was particularly confounding riddle. Well, we oversee the transfer of goods, impose tariffs, check for contraband, that sort of thing. Quill is a pretty quiet place, so we don't get much traffic. Once a week, a merchant ship, usually a cog or a sloop, comes to from Hallowtown with exports from the Union heartlands. Maybe, once in a while, we'll get a dhow from Al Asfara. After we've unloaded their goods, what do they want? Scry shroom. Always fucking scry shroom. I swear, if I have to winch one more crate of the stuff. Oh, all right, farewell. To be fair, we also want scry shroom. You must purchase an airship deed before you can upgrade it. We can get an airship, you say. We can get an airship, you say. So that's not just a pipe dream, that is a actual game mechanic that is in our future, chat. That's sick as hell. Whoa, the wind chimes. The woman sits with her eyes closed, a pained expression on her face. Various medallions and necklaces hang around her neck, suggesting she holds some important position here in Quill. She mutters under her breath. Flames, oh the flames! We have to douse the flames!
Is everything okay?
Ha! She looks at you with frenzied intensity in her gaze. What are you doing? You've got to get out of here! The Nautilop will burn you alive! The Nautilop, yes. Okay, that's how you pronounce it.
Nothing's on fire, lady.
You fool! Even you are ablaze! Oh, how the skin melts from your bones! We have to... She stops mid-sentence and blinks slowly. After a moment, she says, Nothing's on fire, is it?
Are you kidding? I'm burnt to a crisp.
Oh, how embarrassing. I'm terribly sorry. You caught me in the middle of a divination. My name is Olwyn. I'm mayor of this humble little village of Quill. How do you do?
Did you... Are hallucinogenic drugs part of your mayoral duties, or...
She blinks at you. Well, of course! Hallucinogenic drugs are our main export here in Quill. I'd be remiss of me not to partake. You see, I found myself presented with quite the dilemma. It's really nothing to worry about, so please don't cause a fuss. I have the whole thing quite under control. I was merely indulging in a scry shroom meditation to divine what manner of threat this giant monster could pose. And it turns out it's not really much of a problem at all.
What's this about a giant monster? Is that one back there?
Oh, it's not common knowledge? thought the whole town would be talking about it by now. See, a small mercenary band has made certain demands. No, I don't mean Velas Dark Stars. There's a lot much less accomplished, which makes it all the more puzzling how they've got their hands on a giant Nuttalob.
What's a giant Nuttalob exactly?
She waves her hand dismissively. Just a Skyrealm's mollusk that you'll find around these parts, easily recognizable by their shells, but I have absolutely no idea how it could get this big. Those mercenary scoundrels are threatening me with their huge Nuttalob. They claim they'll sack the town if I don't comply with their absurd demands. I really don't want to cause a panic in the town, so I'm at a loss of what to do. But if someone could sneak into their fortress on the southeast, ascertain whether this Nuttalob thing has any weaknesses we can exploit, well, let's just say this person would find themselves firmly within my favor.
I'll see what I could do.
She gives you a sly smile. Very well. Is there anything else?
I met your son, Lud.
Oh, yes, my darling boy. Was he just loitering around the path again? I can never get that boy to pursue his studies, no matter how hard I try. But I shouldn't be too hard on him. There aren't any other children his age in Quill, and my mayoral duties keep me so busy. Oh, that reminds me, it's nearly time for my invigorating intonations.
I'm looking for Dark Star mercenaries.
Oh, please, if I hear one more word about those bloody Dark Stars. We've always had our fair share of miscreants attracted to Quill. Turns out not only poets and horticulturalists are attracted to the solitude of the countryside. When that wretched Velikalos moved in with her cohorts, you wouldn't believe the type of scoundrels we had prancing up and down our idyllic cobbled streets. Now on top of everything else, we have the Inquisition raiding the island. I'm sorry, but if you have dealings with those ruffians, I really can't help you. Maybe you'll have better luck with someone else around town. I know Nud has done some jobs for them. You can usually find him in his local shop. Try bothering him, asking him about it.
All right.
Farewell. Okay, well, go enjoy your tea. The owner of this place won't let you pass this point. All right. All right. But what if you die? If you die, will you let me pass now? Actually, that's cool that there's actually a wind chime, too. I have no idea if you can kill people and, break sever the thread of prophecy, so to speak. However, I don't think I want to try, because there is no way to quick save and reload. As you can see, there is no saving whatsoever. This game just kind of autosaves whenever it damn well pleases. Interesting. There is a skull down there. Some creepy noises from the mushrooms. You'll love to hear it. Okay. What an idyllic town. Truly. Something behind the waterfall? Ah. You always hope there's something behind the waterfall. But you know what there might be? Fenced path leading to a hidden cave, leading to the underside of where we saw earlier? Potentially? Yes, sir. This door's shut tight. Damn it! Aha! Iron ore. Cool, so that must mean that we have 3. So now we can reforge this sword into a steel sword. Sick. Although we might be able to do something else with the iron ore. I have no idea what we can do. Time will tell. Okay. Well, looks like there's a shop here. Here we go. Oh, welcome. Pull up a stool. If you're looking for Scry Shroom, you've come to the right place. He leans on the counter and thrusts a bulging eye in your direction. Do you know what Scry Shroom does, newcomer?
Yes.
And you'll have heard it shows the future. But see, some folk right off, as they're scared of what they might say. I'm here to tell you, it ain't like that. There's no cipher spell in the great library of Biome that can do what Scry Shroom does.
plunges you into the river of time, so you can see the bends and the currents rushing towards you. You know how I grew this business? Not with luck, my friend, oh no! I used the humble scratch room to outsmart my rivals, and now my company slaps them to every corner of the Apostatic Union. So what do you say? You buying? Do these visions always come true?
He squirms a little. Well, now, I say they're always right. The future can be changed, see? And I won't be held accountable for any foolishness or failures you get yourself into after you use them.
All right, you convinced me. What are you selling?
I've got a pot of scryshroom tea on the brew, and we've also got a few other odds and ends if you're hankering for supplies. Also got a room for rent upstairs, 2 coin if you need some rest. Let's see what he's got for sale. Scryshroom tea, 10 gold. We have 127. Yeah, I think we're buying Scryshroom tea. Cool, it boosts our lore. Hey, maybe we can go back and open that one. Oh, compass. We need a compass. I need to know what the fuck south is, dude. Yes, buy a compass. Nice. Buy the tea. I want to buy one. Yeah, let's just buy 5. Cool. Solid. I mean, that's huge. 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 The man sips his tea and studies you intently.
New face, huh? If you got business here, talk to Dwayne at the counter. He's the proprietor of this business. I'm really only employed to make sure things go smoothly.
And how do you make sure things go smoothly, exactly?
Well, the details of such are a nature I wouldn't feel comfortable discussing. Well, the details are of such a nature I wouldn't feel comfortable discussing them. Over tea. I'm a mercenary, see? I fought with the Biome Serpents, the Luddle Blackguard, even the Dark Stars for a time. Now, I protect the business interests of this fine gentleman, nothing more. So please, pay me no heed.
Your mercenaries are threatening Quill with a giant Norlob.
He lets out a single chuckle.
You mean that bunch of idiots down in the ruins? Don't make me laugh.
Firstly, they're hardly fit to call themselves mercenaries. The mayor hired them to clear out monsters from the forest. Trifling task. And the show they put on was more fitting of a comedy troupe than professional sellswords. And secondly, there's no such thing as a giant Nautilop. At least I've sailed far and wide in my time, and never even heard of one larger than a silk slug. So the idea that those buffoons managed to capture one is preposterous. I'm guessing the mayor asked you to look into the matter. Well, if I were you, I'd make use of your wits before drawing your sword. I sense there's some trickery at play here. Okay.
I'm looking for some former Darkstar mercenaries.
He narrows his eyes.
Oh, is that so?
Well, your motives better be pretty fucking congenial, because it's no secret that I'm a former Darkstar merc myself. Of course, I haven't sailed with them in years. I left after the mutiny, once it became clear that Vela's ambitions, once so intoxicating, were likely to get us all killed. Well, out with it then. Exactly who are you looking for?
We're waiting with Jack Basalt.
Ah, good old Jack. In the Union, they still call him the Shame of the Navy, after he abandoned his rank and station to join Vela's merry band. In the battle, the man was a demon. When his voice bellowed across the deck of a skyship, sword raised high, he made sure to heed it. But below decks, he always found time to share a drink with those under his command, learning their names, their troubles. Not every merc captain does that. Of course, I don't know if that was thanks to a kind heart or his weakness for the strong stuff. Let me guess. You're meeting him in a pub, right?
Tell me about Vela Close.
He chuckles heartily. That's a good one. You're just gonna stride up to the boss lady herself and claim that Union bounty, are you? Now, don't get me wrong. I never really knew the woman, but I was too low ranked to be clinking my tankard with her. I've been privy to some of her deeds, and well, let's just say you don't ever want to cross swords with Vela Close. As for where she's gone, I haven't the slightest idea, and I wouldn't tell you if I did. That woman has plans in motion that I couldn't begin to comprehend, and I won't be found complicit in trying to thwart her efforts. for the sake of my own neck. Alright, that's enough. Let me be plain. You didn't hear about any of this from me. Are we clear?
Alright, I'll be going then.
He smiles politely, but says nothing. He smiles potently. That would be a little bit different. Okay, cool. So now we're a little more set. We've got some info. We've got a compass. We got Scryshroom Tea. Now, with the compass, do we actually have to... We do have to equip it. Okay. Alright. Cool. That's really cool. I like the, kind of the tactile nature of that. So we're saying that is not a giant, mollusk of some kind. That is not that. Because that does look like that. That does look like a giant monster. Although I guess I don't really know what any of these creatures are called, so I can't say definitively if that is the one or if it isn't. But I'll tell you what now we can do is actually check these quests here. Oh, the Union Passport, that's right. Let's see if he's got it. Union Passport, please. Peruse your services.
Is there anywhere I could buy a static Union Passport?
Only officials and certain certified traders can dispense them. You'll be wanting to talk to our local weighmaster, Colwich, over at the Weighhouse. You won't just hand them out for anyone.
You look like a resourceful merchant. Well, of course, I'm willing to pay.
He narrows his eyes. Careful now. You're suggesting an illegal trade. That sort of talk could see us both rotting in an Inquisition cell.
Don't worry, you can trust me.
Squid shit. I ain't trusting just anyone who walks through my doors. Guess we gotta talk to Colwich. It wasn't this Colwich? This person up here? Just the quartermaster. Okay. Okay. All right. Who was I feel like I remember a Colwich of some kind. We definitely have to go to Hallowshire. Someone in Quill. Someone in Quill. Maybe it's this guy. I haven't been in here yet. Who is this? Colwich. There we go. The man's eyes follow you with suspicion. His graying hair and weathered skin suggest he's older than most in the village, a faded scar running down his face.
You're new to town, I gather. Well, I'm the local weighmaster. Name's Colwich. And I'll have you know, before you engage in any business here in Puel, I'll be taking your weight. So without a word, please step on the scales.
He gestures to the huge contraption behind him.
Thanking you kindly.
All right. He nods. Go ahead then. Whoop. In Quill Village, you met the Weighmaster Colwich, who refused to speak with you until you were weighed on his enormous scales. You've weighed yourself and should probably report back to him. Okay. Is that good? Do we weigh correctly? He studies the dials and symbols atop the machine and scratches various notes on parchment. Interesting. Very interesting.
Did I pass?
And Prime Glyph says you're a criminal.
He shoots you a stern glance.
Lesser glyphs are harder to parse. Let's see now. They say you were a petty criminal. Other glyphs say you were tracked for years. Did you know that, I wonder? Did you live with one eye over your shoulder? Ah, but there's one more glyph. Inquisition. Agent.
He looks up from his parchment, his face struck with puzzlement.
Begging your pardon. At first glance, I thought you might be one of the Dark Star mercenaries running from the Inquisition raid. But you must have been fighting those scoundrels, huh?
Those crimes were just a cover story.
He gives a quick Union salute.
Apologies, friend. This humble Weighmaster didn't mean to delay Inquisition business with his lowly bureaucracy. I've approved your visit to Wilt. You won't get into any trouble.
He thinks a moment.
But, say, in light of your profession, you could lend this humble servant of the Apathetic Union a hand. Be an Apathetic Union passport in it for you. You see, the Inquisition raid ain't the only reason we've been so eager to weigh people of late. There's also fears of bloody god worship among the townsfolk. After all we've been through.
He looks distinctly peeved.
So you need help tracking down god worshippers?
He leans forward and speaks low.
Aye, folks have been afeared recently, you see. The soil's dying and harvests are down. Merchants want to buy our scry room more than ever, but we can't meet demand. Some have been flirting with the old ways.
What makes the old way so bad?
He sighs.
It's been 40 years since the God War. 40 years since the Apostatics and the Wiccans and their gods. Since the Apostatics told the Wiccans and their gods to go fuck themselves. 40 years since me and the lads drove a void spear through our own god's eye. That cruel, violent bastard of a god, Engwin. And in those 40 years, folks have forgotten how bad it was under that divine tyrant and his Wiccan lackeys. Sure, we had bountiful harvests and our purses were bulging, but our sons and daughters were taken from us, and the soil was fertilized with their blood. Now our old god Angwin's been dead for long enough, but they say so long as people still believe, some part of a god can live on. So there's been murmuring of some folk trying to bring him back. That's got the rest of us scared shitless. Trouble with a small town like this? We all know each other. The guilty parties won't talk to me. But you're an outsider. An Inquisition agent to boot. I need you to ask around and try to find any Wiccan sympathizers so we can sort this quiet-like before the villagers start lopping each other's heads off in a frenzy. Find something out, and I'll dispense you a Union passport that'll grant passage to Hallowshire.
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
He sighs in relief.
Yeah, my thanks, newcomer. Just as soon as you find something out of sorts, let me know. You hear?
Yeah, how can you tell so much from the scales?
These are morality scales. You see, there's only one visible. That's because it's magically linked at the fulcrum through a bond of cipher, a scale containing the moral standard.
What's the moral standard? Some kind of weight?
He grins.
Oh no, that would be preposterous. How could you tell so much about a person by weighing them against a dead weight? Oh, don't be stupid. The moral standard is a person, a carefully selected person who bears qualities deemed the epitome of apostatic union morality. By weighing you against such perfect integrity, we can tell by what degree your character is lacking. I think the current moral standard resides far off in Bayonne University. They have to rest and sleep between weigh-ins, of course, which is why they weigh houses. Why weigh houses only open at certain times.
Why does such a small town need to weigh people?
Well, on account of being on the fringes of Apostatic Union territory, there are certain unseemly folk who've taken advantage of Pwilla in the past. Mercenaries like those dark stars in the fort over yonder, who used us to smuggle ill-gotten goods into Hallowshire and beyond. So having a certified weighmaster helps Pwilla attract reputable merchants to buy our scryshroom tea. Shows we can be trusted to pay our taxes, you know? We don't just weigh people. We also weigh shrooms and grain, or anything, really.
That's enough about weighing things.
Alright.
Let me out of here.
Just need to find out about the god worshippers then, huh? You've been tasked with meeting, yep. Secrets and spores. Investigate the village for signs of god worship and cultism. Then do we have to turn people in? Seems like a dick move. I don't get what's so bad about... I mean, you know, I guess Colwich did a pretty good job of painting the picture of... What was that flying in the distance? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? That looks like a four-winged dragon. Holy shit. Alright. Kinda wild. So, god worship. You were talking about god worship, weren't you?
Have you heard of any god worshippers around here?
You look suddenly nervous.
I'm here, don't know nothing, you hear? If I can talking about this kind of stuff, Colwich will weigh me on those scales of his.
leave you to it. Who knows about the god worship then, huh? Is it you?
Oh, hello again. Was there something you wanted to ask? Do you know anything about these wicked sympathizers?
Lud suddenly looks very pale.
Oh, you mean the people who are cavorting with god worship? They say it's a criminal act, right? You could be locked up forever? I'm sorry, I don't know anything about it. You could try Nud, who's usually in the squash room company house. He used to be a mercenary, he knows things.
Okay.
Thanks for that.
I think that the kid knows more than he's letting on. I think he's getting into it. He sips his tea quietly.
Is there something else?
You know anything of god worshippers here?
So his old coal witch got you hunting down would-be Wiccans then. I really don't like to get involved in such matters. What people ascribe to, be it legal or otherwise, is no business of mine. I'm no lawman after all. He swirls his tea in his cup for a moment. Of course, hardly needs to be stating that if I were looking for people involved in illicit deeds, I'd probably keep an eye out for what happens after nightfall. That would just be stating the obvious. I see. Come back at night. Come back at night, he says. And come back at night we will. Easy enough. You know what else I think we'll do? I think we're gonna make a jolly trek back to the lad wanting the tea, and maybe even try to get into that secret door that we weren't able to get into earlier. That seems like a plan of Ronski to me. It really is a damn shame though that the world is lacking giant mushroom trees like this. At least so far as I'm aware. They really are quite gorgeous. And, you know, I guess it does lend a bit to the otherworldly aspect that none of those kind of trees do actually exist in nature. At least, so far, again, as far as I'm aware, but pretty fucking cool. Also, what's going on with this little waterfall just kind of stopping in midair, huh? Okay. Maybe it's flowing into some sort of pipe? Magic. Who can explain it? It's just magic. So I guess what we'll do is we'll hop down here and take some scry shroom, and then we'll be rocking and rolling, huh? I think that'll be how we get in there. Okay. Not too difficult. Let's do it. Oh, we need to equip it. Scry shroom. Oh, it's one. There's only one. Fuck. I should have bought two. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, well, fine. We'll just go and deliver this to who it needs to go to. And we will come back at the next convenient moment. Alright, buddy. We got the tea for you. What? The base camp was a staging ground. Where'd he go? Where's the lad? Oh, he moved into... I bet he moved into the fort. I bet he moved into the fort. That would make a heaping helping of sense. Okay. No Probalo. So now I guess we can just explore all of this and loot everything till our heart is content, huh? Looks like they left all the loot. Pretty nice of them. Oh, I just remembered that we ran past the place we could have reforged our sword. Okay, we're gonna have to deal with that too. Hey, you guys left mercenaries still in here. They did not do a very good job of clearing out this place. Okay. Fine. I guess I'll have to do it. Or if I don't do it, I guess I'll just have to avoid who I can avoid. Don't worry about me. Well, I'm hearing an uh-oh. So, chat, I'm gonna BRB. Hang on one sec. Okay. Frickin' silly. Oh, man. So, my brother had a big old thing of water, and he decided to shuck it all over the ground. And then he thought it was the funniest thing in the world. So he was really having a good time with that. But it wasn't so funny when he had to towel it all up. That he did not enjoy quite as much as the throwing it on the ground part. So, just kind of the nature of you know, doing that though, and taking care of the lad. All right, I'll tell you what we're gonna do, chat. Let us make a plan here for next time. I'm going to keep going with this. I love this game. I love the look of this. I want to see what we can find. I want to explore what we can explore and see, like, I'm really interested to know how we can further define our character. You know, it's cool already that we're kind of coming up against, like, hard locks of, like, you can't proceed with this because you don't have this particular skill. But, like, can we sneak through everything? Can we avoid combat through everything? Or do we need to kill gods? Who knows? I don't know. Let's find out next time together on Dread Delusion. Dread Delusion.